Hey guys, B here with our first 2021 Teen LibCrates talk, where we are going to be talking about 4321 by Courtney Stevens. Have you picked up your LibCrate yet? Do you have it? Have you been reading? It's a little early in the month. It's a little early, but I got some reading done. I was able to get through the first excuse me, about the first 30 pages or so. Um, how far did you get? So, this story, I'm going to read you a brief description real quick, and then we'll get into talking about what has happened in the first 30 pages. So, on June on June 15, 23 people. Let me try that again. On June 15th, 23 people boarded Bus 21 in New York City. On June 15th, 19 people died when Bus 21 exploded. Less than a year later, the 4 teens who survived the explosion attempt the impossible, to return to New York City and board an art installation made of the remnants of Bus 21. There's Golden, Jennings, a commune-raised girl who refuses to cry, Chandler Clayton, Go's boyfriend, who refuses to talk about that day, Rudy Guthrie, the guy who invited Go to ride Bus 21, who refuses to quit living, and Caroline Ascott, the bomber's girlfriend, who refuses to live. They all survived the explosion. Can they survive their guilt? So, in the first 30 pages, I have we get to know Go a little bit, and Go is living in a commune, but she says that it's not one of the scary cult-like communes. It's just kind of a place where stray people go to, like stray dogs, only they don't get put down when people don't come to claim them, um, which I thought was kind of a funny thing. But good, also. We don't want to be putting people down. It's not good. Um, so she lives there with her mom and her grandma, who she calls Gran, and her boyfriend Chandler is there too. He goes by Chan. And we open up to this scene where Chandler is having a, a special ceremony, and there's going to be a surprise, and it's for Go, and Go doesn't know what's going on. Um, and we find out that Chan gives Go a promise ring in front of all of the people in the commune. It's this big to-do. And Go is a little concerned about this because just a couple of days prior, she thought that Chan was going to break up with her. She's been getting some weird vibes from him. And so it was kind of out of the blue when he gave her a promise ring to signify his intention to ask her to marry him at some point in life. And Go's mom is all about it. She's like, you know, I married young and your grandma married young and we're all good and happy. But Go doesn't see that as something that she wants for her own life. At least not right now. Um, in the commune, there's this feeling that like no one is refused to leave, but it's discouraged. The way that it's phrased is there's pressure to leave the FAFSA application unmailed, right? So Go. It seems like Go doesn't necessarily want an early marriage and kind of settling down, um, and maybe looking for other things in life. But she's feeling this pressure from her mom to follow that path. Let's see what other notes I have. Oh, And we also are introduced to this internet video series called Accelerant Orange. And this is hosted by a man named Carter. And Carter is making an art installation for Bus 21 that exploded 10 months ago in New York City. Go and Chan are two of the survivors. And we're going to meet the other two survivors in the next few chapters. So Carter is making this installation, and we find out that Sunday of that week, it's going to be open for the public to walk through and take a look at. And he put out a call to ask people to donate money for a college fund for these four survivors. So this is adding another layer of nuance, you could say, to Go's predicament of, whether she wants to stay and marry Chan in time, right? It's not immediate. Or, potentially find a college to go to with this money that is being raised by Carter and the Bus 21 art exhibit. So, I think that Go is going to need to be making some hard choices near, I would guess, near the end of this book. We're also introduced to a character named Caroline, and Caroline is dating Simon, who is not a very good person, or in the very least, he behaves not very goodly. He doesn't behave well, by way of physically abusing Caroline. Not good. Very not good. And that's about all that we know about Caroline so far, at least in the first 30 pages. Her boyfriend, Simon, he and his other friends were talking about making bombs and how, they would go about doing that. Which seems like a pretty big red flag. Not good. Not good things coming from Simon, I would guess. So, yeah, those are all of the things that I've read in the first 30 pages. I should also mention the prologue, where the explosion is, we get to experience the explosion a little bit, and that's pretty hard to read. But it sets the stage for the story. So those are all of the things that I have taken away from reading so far. What do you think about the book? What do you think so far? Let me know. Are you enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? What do you think? Okay, guys. We will talk again on Wednesday. Until then, be safe, wash your hands, take care, be kind, and we'll see you next time. Take care.